Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're back. We've done the update and everything. Let me cut this thing back on. While it was updating, I had it attached to the charger, the 65-watt charger, which, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and get me a 100-watt charger so that it can do. I had about 2.5 hours worth of updates. The most recent update was April and March of 2026 this year, this being the 1st of June when I'm recording this. So we got all these updates, a lot of different things look new, all of that good stuff. But anyway, we have gotten back, so you see it's kind of loading up. I don't like how slow it's loading up. I don't know, I might have to go look at that and fix it. But to give a size comparison and everything, I kind of like this. You know, a lot of people are saying this is kind of large and unwieldy, but again, with this being for Star Citizen and things like that, this is kind of the perfect thing for me. I want to show you the comparison between my original Switch OLED and this. So here's my Switch OLED, and almost the whole thing can fit inside the screen. And so basic same form factor, if you will, you know, with the kickstand and all that stuff in the back. I mean, it's basically the same setup and all of that, but you can kind of see the size comparison difference. Now for me, this is actually a better size comparison. Why? Because I'm used to holding a tablet, which is about this size. So if you can kind of take a look at the size comparison difference, you see how much bigger the screen is. This is what I'm used to using most of the time, so this actually works much better for me. I've been using my tablet as a, you know, kind of everyday out and about computing device, but it's not an actual computer. It's a tablet running, you know, it's the Galaxy Tab and all that stuff. So I know people out there who got iPhone users like, oh yeah, you should have got an iPad, blah blah blah. Look, I haven't been liking Mac, Apple since they were Mac. I was back like in 1990 something. I never liked that. Just never liked the form factor. I've always been a Windows guy since the very beginning. So I've tried to use Mac, just really don't like it. Anyway, beside the point, we got this here. So a lot of people say, you know, they want this strictly for gaming, that there's a lot of bloatware on here, such as all the Microsoft Office type of things in there. But honestly, if you're a Star Citizen user, you know, we just built different. We not just any type of old gamers or whatnot. We are PCers. We are the PC race. So, you know, for people like me, I like to do work on the go. I think this is perfect because not only do I get the game on here, but I also get to do work on here because you have Microsoft Office on here. If you're like me and you like multitasking and being able to do multiple things all at once, I don't know why this thing ain't coming on. Am I pressing the right button? Wake up! Wake up! Okay, there we go. Anyway, so I'm ordering a new battery, or the 81-watt battery. This is cool and all and whatnot, but I think I'm really gonna want that 80-watt battery. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, I like being able to have Windows on here because I can still pull up all the Microsoft applications. I got Xbox on here, got all these different things. Let me see what my apps are right now. So I don't want to get rid of these because I'm going to use it. I am going to use Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, so I don't want to get rid of that. A lot of people call that bloatware because they want to use it specifically as a gaming PC, but I don't know, to me that kind of defeats the purpose. If you're going to get a dedicated handheld strictly for gaming, don't get this, get like something else. But if you want something that can do everything because it's a PC, I would say get this. And again, going back to the main reason why I got this, I want to do Star Citizen and I want to do DCS on the go. So this is perfect. And also being able to have a mobile laptop with me instead of carrying, you know, this, that yes, I can do Word and all that stuff on there, but it's not native. And yes, I could carry this to do gaming, but this is only Nintendo Wii style gaming. This, I can do whatever I want. I can expand the memory up here. I can get another, they have like the SanDisk little square memory chip that you can just sit on top of there and just call it good. And then of course you can also increase the internal memory. I can't do that with this tablet or with the Wii. I mean, I could using a expandable thing, but I can't really do that effectively, and I like the flexibility of having an actual PC. So anyway, all that to say, I went through, updated all that stuff. I wanted to do the size comparison between the Switch, my tablet that I normally use, and then this. I want to get a keyboard for this. I have a keyboard that goes to my tablet, but it's older, and I want to just get something a little bit newer. I can't wait to use this to bind for the FPS mode. A lot of people are saying the FPS mouse is a gimmick for their style of gameplay, but they not like us. They not on the PC playing Star Citizen, playing like actual PC based games where you do use a mouse. And I think that this FPS mode mouse is going to be critical. It's going to be, you know, a game changer for people who don't have, you know, the whole setup, the controller, or you know, may not be as good with the mouse, but you can have this. And I don't know, I haven't tested it yet, but we're gonna go ahead and do the download of DCS. So we're gonna go ahead and log up in here. We're gonna find Star Citizen, or should we say Robert. Hey, look, there it is. It remembers. Let's see if it remembers my username and login. Let's pull it up. Oh, it does. It brought over all my other shindigs. Let me see if I'm logged in. All right, so I got logged in, and yep, I'm logged in. Obviously ain't no issues with that. Let's go ahead and see if we can play now. And something I realized, assemble, is that gonna take me to the downloader? Yeah, play now. Click it here. Now, one thing to note, when this fan starts blowing and blowing really loud, it has kind of like a higher pitch whine that kind of almost sounds like a turbine. It's not, you know, deafening, if you will, but it does kind of, you know, it's noticeable. I would say that. What? The RSL launcher is not downloadable on mobile. Wait until you're on the desktop. Well, there you have it. And there you have it, folks. Now, how does this game know that I'm on mobile? This is actually a PC. Give me the goods. Okay, so now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to find a way to copy over my RSI launcher and the game and all of that stuff onto this device. And once I figure that out, then we'll see what can happen. So we run into our first issue, and I'm kind of annoyed. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I can't believe it. I do not believe it. I mean, I'm on desktop though. I'm on desktop. Come on, PC requirements, Windows 10. So I got Windows 11. I got 8 gigs of VRAM, or I got 6 gigs of VRAM, excuse me. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. Need 150 gigs of RAM. Okay. Alright, so these are the requirements. I think that we should still be able to do something with this. So you know what? Stay tuned for the next video of Star Citizen on the Go. We're gonna make this a part 2 or part 3. I don't know how I'm gonna put this up, but anyway, stay tuned, and we're gonna make this work on this here go. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make it go. Anyway, I've been your light skin simmer, Ajax 87. Catch me on Tuskegee 87 on the YouTube page, or go to Ajax 87 or Ajax LSS2 on YouTube to find me and find all my other content and stuff. I'm trying to build it all out and separate, you know, some of my other non-gaming stuff and my gaming stuff on 2 separate channels. But anyway, that's a work in progress. I'm gonna start loading up videos there. Anyway, let me know what you like. Let me know if you like this. Like, comment, subscribe down below, and also leave a comment down below if you got any questions or if you want to see me do something different with this. Again, that 81-watt battery is going to be coming in the mail. I'm going to also be getting that SD cards to be able to slide up in there, and then eventually I'm going to get me a dock as well. So we'll see how all that goes, but I do want that battery because I need that extended life while I'm going to be out and about. Anyway, we're going to try to throw DCS on here as well. I really will need an SD card for that because DCS takes up like 250 gigs of, you know, space. Anyway, we're not gonna let this beat us. We're not gonna let this be the end. But again, as always, Ajax87 reminding y'all to straighten up and fly right. And we'll see you on my next stop.